Welcome, welcome. I just want to say I have been so looking forward to this challenge, being able to really focus on winning high value clients. And once again, we would love to know who's joining us. If you want to put something in the comments, please do that, who you are, what you do, where you're at. Love to be able to do that because I feel that this is a community and you never know who else is here. You might make a really great connection just because of the fact that you showed up and you let us know who you are. This is day one of our 5-day challenge. We're meeting every day between now and Friday here at 12 Eastern, 9 Pacific. And basically, this challenge came together because I get asked so much about the difference between low quality and high quality clients and how to get more of those clients that appreciate you. So we put this together because we want to have you fill your firm with those quality clients who respect you and they actually pay your fee gladly. They are not price sensitive.
Well, Loren, here's a quick overview of what we plan to cover each day. And today we're taking a deep dive into the #1 criteria when choosing an ideal client.
Tomorrow is how to differentiate yourself, even if you don't have a niche or a specialty. There are still ways to be able to stand out from everybody else who does something similar to what you do.
And Wednesday, we dive into client attraction messaging, which grabs the attention of your ideal client.
Thursday, we talk about how to stop selling your services. This is a must if you don't like the sales part.
And on Friday, we wrap up the challenge and we help you figure out the value of your clients. And if you wonder about your fees, this formula actually answers that question for you.
And also, we want to let you know that this is interactive. If you have an ideal client or you have a niche, a specialty, please let us know in the comments who that might be.
And also, this would be a good time. If you do have a question, please go ahead and post it into the chat, and I'll be sure to get those questions over to Loren so she can answer those, and we'll take it from there. So, not all clients, Loren, are really good for your business. Some of the clients actually lower your value, and we've all kind of had them. So the ones that we never seem to be happy, what do you do with those?
Well, I first want to say that it's having awareness that clients typically fall into one of two categories. Either you have clients who pay a little and want a lot. Do any of you have clients like that? Would love to know. Or you have clients who expect to pay for great results. In fact, I was just talking with one of my clients last week who told me that she had someone come back and said, "You didn't charge me enough." Have you ever had that experience also? So basically, they fall into two categories. You have the clients who pay a little and they have lots of expectations. And then you have the ones who absolutely understand the value of what you do and they expect to pay for great results.
Well, if accounting professionals no longer want to work for everyone or work with everyone, how do they start to define their ideal clients?
I believe that first it starts with awareness. When we are all first starting out, we're working with a wide range of people because we just need some momentum, some validation that going out on our own was the right decision. You end up with a little bit of everybody from low value to high value, and they are all over the place in their needs and what they do. So the very obvious thing to start to define who might be your best client is the demographics. That's what we typically hear when we're talking about marketing and how to start targeting is where do they live? What do they do? Education, marital status, and all those things. That's the obvious. And if you only do that, it's better than doing nothing. But there's another thing that starts to narrow down even better and fills your firm with those dream clients. And that's understanding the psychographics. Psychographics are the characteristics, the personality, and who is a match for you that you love working with people that are just like that. And ones that are not like that, they're not really a best fit for you. So some of the qualities are just, they are a joy to work with those people, and others, they are the headaches. So start to become aware of those qualities of people that you tend to work best with also. And that starts to give you awareness. So just to give you an idea with me, as I started looking at who I worked best with, my niche, I realized that there were some people that were really great for me, and it tends to be people that overthink things and are a little bit risk averse. And after I started becoming aware of the qualities, then I started looking at, okay, what industries do they tend to be in? And it was a matter of starting out wide and eventually narrowing it down.
Well, Loren, what if you're really not sure about the qualities of your ideal client? What do you recommend for that?
Part of this goes into your onboarding process. I want you to end up with clients who are a great fit, the dream to work with, because think about it. In fact, don't just think about it. Let's put in the chat. How long have you held on to someone that you wish would go away, that you'd love to fire? That's just not a joy to work with. And every time you get a communication from them, you start to get anxiety. So would love to know what it is, what your experience has been. How long have you held on to someone who you wish would just go away? And maybe you've tried raising their fees higher and higher and they still say yes and hang on. And it's like, well, that backfired. So would love to know. Beth says years. And Melinda said, this is my second time, did all the work and wish they don't come back. Krista said over a year. And just want to say that I have seen people hang on to those headache clients for decades sometimes. They just don't know how to get rid of them because it feels uncomfortable or they need the income. However, this is really, really common. And because of that, once again, I suggest going down your onboarding process so you avoid having that. And instead of immediately bring them in to a monthly service or making them a full-time client, we ought to break it up. And this way you get to test drive. And if there's anything they do that make the hairs on the back of your neck stand up, or you get this sinking feeling in the pit of your stomach every time you get something from them, or they're not communicating with you, then you do not need to bring them in as a ongoing monthly client. So that's one of the things to think about. It's something that I talk about in my course, the Raise Your Rates Formula, and that course will actually be starting on May 31st. But something to think about is what are those qualities that give you headaches? And would love to hear from you. What are some of the qualities of those headache clients? Beth said, I actually fired a client and she begged to come back. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry to hear that. They don't get it. So would love to hear from you. What are some of the qualities of those headache clients that you have? And then I'll share a short list that I put together from my clients also of what they've shared with me. But headache clients, what is it that gives you headaches about them?
Well, Loren, now that you pointed out.
Well, wait, hold on. You're just jumping the gun, Steve.
Okay, no problem.
I'll just share some of the things that I've put together is that, first of all, they are price sensitive. They want, like I said before, as much as possible for as little as possible. They also keep you waiting. They are what I call laggards, whether that's responding to your communications, paying your invoice, or showing up late for client meetings with you. They ask for favors. They want exceptions without expecting to pay for them. They don't appreciate or respect you, and they treat you like an employee. So those are some of the qualities that my clients have with their headache clients.
Well,
now Steve.
Now that you pointed out some of these things about these low value, low quality clients, what about the high value clients and the ones that you really want to work with? What are the specific characteristics to consider?
Okay, so once again, if you have any dream clients that you love working with, it's great talking with them, they implement, they follow through, please go ahead and let me know what are some of the qualities of those dream clients that you have. And please go ahead and share that. But as you're doing that, I want to say defining the psychographics is an advanced move, because you may not find that everybody in a demographic, like an industry, is a great match for you. Therefore, we want to start with that industry or the demographics, whatever that might be for you, and then narrow it down so that you're getting that personality fit. But this is something, as I said, develops over time. Even I continue to get insights about my best clients, and I have been doing this since 2009. But one of the things that I realized is my clients, they know what they want, but they don't know how to do it. Like those headache clients, they know that they want to get rid of the headache clients. They just don't know how to actually let them go. And because that, they overthink it, or they end up postponing action because it feels risky. They don't like pushback. And what I found overall is they have a very high tolerance level for things that are not ideal. So this is a clue about how to really simplify and figure out who your high quality ideal clients are. Either they are just like you in personality, or they are the opposite of you. That's really the simplest way to be able to start to figure this out. They're either similar to you in personality, or they are the opposite of you. And if you're not really sure, think about one favorite client that you have. What are the qualities that you like about that particular person?
And Lauren, we got a comment from Raphael about a family business and how difficult that is. And then a couple of people have also been talking about some of the qualities of their high value clients, the ones they like.
So I just wanted to go through those. So Leslie said, just when I think the job is done, they have little changes here and there, even a week later. That must be low value clients. Raphael said, when it's a family business, they lack organization, and suddenly all members of the family become your boss. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry to hear that. So that is low value clients for Raphael. Beth said high value clients is called before making major decisions, and they listen to our advice. And then Leslie, my favorite client, really values my insight and perspectives on her company issues and tells me how much she really appreciates me on a regular basis. And then Melinda said my favorite person was someone I stayed up all night trying to fix and found out what they did wrong. Although I was tired, she told everyone how much she appreciated my dedication to helping people. So as you can see, a wide range between those headache clients, and there's some commonalities, versus the ones who are a dream to work with. Anything else, Steve, that you had that you wanted to add to the conversation?
No, I mean, at some point, we're going to talk a little bit about the challenge and what we have coming up next. If you're ready for it now, we can go for it.
I am so ready. Let's do it.
Excellent. So, let's get to the challenge part. Based on what we discussed and talked about today, what challenge steps do you want everyone to take between now and tomorrow? What's their challenge?
Well, the first thing I do want to know is if anybody has any questions, and if you do, please go ahead and put them in the chat as we're wrapping up, and I can answer them for you. And as you might be doing that, I just want to say the challenge that I want you to think about for today is, first of all, any insights, takeaways from what we spoke about today. So if you can be able to give me feedback, that helps. It lets me know whether I'm spot on or need to make some adjustments to be able to really serve you to the highest level. But any takeaways or insights, or maybe validation from what we talked about today. And for the challenge, what I'd like you to do is identify 3 characteristics, qualities, personality styles of those low value clients, and also 3 personality characteristics of high value clients. And that starts to move you in the right direction.
Well, let's go ahead and mark our calendars, because we would love for you to join us each day this week through Friday. And it's going to be at 12 o'clock Eastern time or 9 o'clock Pacific time. Tomorrow,
These are short and sweet, as you can see, sound bites, not to overwhelm you, but to give you just a little piece on a day-to-day basis. So you have some insights, you have one instruction on something to do to start to be able to win high value clients, get clarity on how to communicate your value. and then we'll give you a little bit more tomorrow. So we're really chunking it down to make it manageable for you, because we know either you're exhausted from tax season or else you are just really busy and this is all you can manage. But tomorrow is day 2, and that's where we're talking about how to differentiate yourself from others, even if you don't have a niche. And just want to say, I appreciate you being here. Please give me feedback if there's a question you have, if there's anything that you want to make sure that you get more of, insights to be able to communicate your value, be able to enroll high value clients, and be on the steps to having that dream firm. Let me know, because I want to be able to gear it towards you. But really appreciate each and every one showing up, being able to take time away from busily working in your business to showing up. It's an advanced move, and I see it as working on your business. Anyway, I will see you at the same time again tomorrow. Take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.